This morning, the Broome County Board of Elections held a recount for the Johnson City mayoral race with the vote officially confirmed. Good evening. Thank you for joining 12 News at 11. I'm Keith Savage. We begin in Binghamton, where a home is completely destroyed after a raging fire this morning.
Going to another country is on a lot of people's bucket list, and students at Fairbank Karate is making that dream a reality through the sport.
Kia!
And with their winter season approaching, the message from local officials not only to slow down and move over, but to be careful hitting your brakes with this bad weather. We're reporting from Johnson City. I'm Keith Savage, 12 News. The Binghamton Police Department is charging a man with multiple felony charges after they say he assaulted and tried to kidnap an 8-year-old child inside of a grocery store. While baseball state championships have been in the Southern Tier for over 20 years, softball will be played at Greenlight Grandstand Park for the first time since 2008. The 2 days are set to give the area another huge financial boost. I'm here right outside the Enwell Fire Department. It's about to be a fun day. The 95th annual Old Davis Ice Cream Social is going on a long time. You're not going to leave here with an empty stomach. 48 tubs of ice cream, and it's going on from 5 to 9 p.m. These proceeds are going all back to the firemen. $4 to get in or 4 for 15. $8.8 million. That's the number of views on Gideon's premium YouTube video in June, where he assisted in the arrest of 39-year-old Nicholas Mancini Endicott. Mancini was charged with disseminated indecent material to minors in the first degree and was indicted on Tuesday by a Broome County grand jury.
Man, it was definitely important to always just come back to just follow up on these cases, because it's always one thing for them to get arrested, but the most important thing is the conviction. So whenever we get dates to come out to, testify, to do whatever, we're always going to take time out of our day, out of our schedule to come and do that.
On November 17th, the YouTuber returned to Endicott, this time setting up a decoy that led to the arrest of 54-year-old Dennis Dean, who was arrested on charges of attempted rape in the second degree and 4 counts of attempted disseminated indecent materials to minors. Broome County Sheriff Fred Akshar is praising the team that is known by EDP Watch.
I would welcome Gideon in this community anytime that he wanted to come. I would be happy to partner with him anytime that he sought to do that.
Broome County resident Quinnipiac Boyce recently had a daughter and says he is nervous for her safety.
I hesitate at sometimes to allow her to be outside by herself because of this issue that goes on in Binghamton, New York. It's outrageous, and it became high out here.
Gideon has worked alongside dozens of police forces throughout the country, but says Broome County has one of the best in regards to charging child predators.
Every time we come out to Broome County, it just gets better and better. And not only just for us, but other organizations that are catching guys out here, they're seeing the same thing where, these dudes are getting prosecuted and they're going really hard on these dudes. So, I think this is just a great area to raise kids and a horrible area if you're a child predator.
Gideon adds his team has discovered a third person who is communicating with minors, but he states that is currently being investigated by local law enforcement. Reporting from Binghamton, Keith Savage, 12 News.
Cornell's Hank Kemp is a star on the ice, one of the best defensemen in the NCAA and a New York Rangers draft prospects. But even with all the accolades on the ice, he makes it a priority to help out the local community.
Losing family members and friends to cancer or any other disease like that, I think healing through friends and family and a community is so important, and that's kind of what we're doing here with Chasm.
2 years ago, Kemp lost his mother to breast cancer. Through the help of family and friends, he was able to receive support during the difficult time. One of his professors introduced the defenseman to Chasm, an organization that provides year-round free programs to support children who are affected by cancer diagnosis to parents. Last season, Cornell asked that fans donate a minimum of 10 cents for each block shot, with all the money going toward Chasm. The total number raised by the end of the campaign was over $30,000.
Completely blew me away. It was not a number that I was expecting, but it was so appreciated. And I know that it's largely because of the hard work that Hank put in himself.
This year, Cornell is also including Kids with Courage, which supports children and young people battling type 1 diabetes. Kemp also tagged along his teammate, junior Jack O'Brien and sophomore Ryan Walsh, to help out with the fundraiser.
One of my favorite wrinkles about this project is that we raise money through kind of our hockey team's identity is blocking shots. So it's been a fun fundraiser, and we'll take any donations we can get.
But Kemp's work off the ice doesn't stop there. He led the team on a service trip to the Dominican Republic, and he's a part of the Newfield School's mentor program. He is set to graduate in May and will continue his hockey career.
Even though he will no longer be a part of the Big Red Squad, he's not ruling out starting another fundraiser in the future.
This fundraiser kind of just came to fruition, so definitely something to keep in mind, and kind of use your opportunities to create opportunities for others.
Cornell had nearly 300 block shots in its regular season. For a link to donate, you can visit our website, wbng.com. Keith Savage, 12 News, Tompkins County. CJ Mason's parents could not find their dog. He and his family looked for days. This is when CJ thought of a new idea that would come to change his life and his dog's.
Did some research, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get a drone. So we got a drone out there. We found a guy in the area that had one, and we went from our most recent sighting of the dog, and within 5 minutes we found the dog. I'm like, well, this is the way to do it. And it's kind of it started a passion for me to find dogs.
In March, Mason decided to start Skywatch Drone Search and Recovery. Since then, they have found over 40 animals, with the majority of them being dogs. The retired Lexington, Kentucky police officer has a simple goal that he's hoping to accomplish.
To get as many home as I can safely. This time of year is the best time for the drone, for thermals, because it picks up on heat. So when it's cool outside like this or cold outside like this, it's a lot easier for the drone to pick up stuff, and there's not as much foliage on the trees. So it's a lot easier for me to see what I'm looking at.
Jennifer Whitcomb is a volunteer for the company. She loves seeing families' reaction when they bring home a man's best friend.
I think the feeling that you get when you find the dog initially on the thermal and he says, hey, look at this, we got him. And then the lead up to going and capturing that dog is this, I don't know how to describe it, but when you get that dog back to the owner, the tail wags and the owners, I mean, people are crying. It's beautiful.
Skywatch Drone Search and Recovery is based in Sherborne, but will help find animals that are anywhere less than a 3-hour commute away. For more information, visit our website, wbng.com. Keith Savage, 12 News, Chenango County.